Hello and welcome. I'm calling Daniel from riffninja.com. And you know what? If you want to take your guitar to the next level, you should come and visit us at riffninja.com. Now, this is the second lesson in a series of 3 lessons based on the Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child song. Now, it's not a transcription. It's just ideas that have been drawn from all the versions of the Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child and some of the Stevie Ray Vaughan stuff. And today we're going to talk about using one string to create a solo riff and join the 2 scales, which happens in the original recorded version of the Jimi Hendrix Voodoo Child, and also happens, Stevie Ray Vaughan does something similar in his version. And the idea is to understand your scales and your fingerboard more. And so this is what we're going to do. First of all, so you know, I'm going to mention that my guitar is tuned to E flat. E flat standard. E flat, A flat, you know, D flat, G flat, B flat, and E flat. Some of us do it in reverse, call it by its sharps. Instead of E flat, they call it D sharp. Instead of A flat, they call it G sharp. Instead of D flat, they call it C sharp. Instead of G flat, they call it F sharp. Instead of B flat, it's A sharp. And then another D sharp. But really, technically, you've dropped it from standard tuning by a half step. So it's E flat standard, okay? Now, the scales that I'm going to join are the E pentatonic minor scale, open, and 12th fret. These are very common scales, right? So those are the E pentatonic minor scales at the 12th fret and the open position. And now what we're going to do is we're going to take the diatonic scale, E diatonic minor scale, which has 2 extra notes in it than pentatonic, and we're going to create this melodic run down going from the upper register, and we're going to join it at the bottom register, the lower one. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to use the 3rd string, and we're going to use the diatonic notes. And you can approach this in a lot of different ways. I'll just show you what I do with it, and you can have fun with the notes. First thing you need to know is just where the notes are. Your hand position depends on what you want to do after each note or before the next note. That'll, again, will be up to you, right? So let's take a look at the notes in E pentatonic minor and then E diatonic minor. So in E diatonic minor, it has 2 more notes than E pentatonic minor. E pentatonic minor goes E, G, A, B, D, and E. And then, of course, at the E it starts again, right? So it goes E, G, A, B, D, and then start again on E. And it go G, you know, it keeps repeating itself. So E, G, A, B, D, E. E, G, A, B, D, E. You know, it goes right up to the top of the scale. Same down here, same notes. E, G, A, B, D, E. Same thing again for the 2nd octave. Now, in the diatonic scale, it goes E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, and E. So we have 2 more notes. We have the 2, which is the F sharp, and the C, which is the 6th note. So we have E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D, and E in our diatonic scale. That's the 7-note scale, right? Now we're going to take those notes, starting on the G string, because and I'm just going to hammer them as I go down the note above it. So first, I'm going to start at the 12th fret, and I'm going to start by striking the G and then hammering it and pulling off. Now I'm going to move down a semitone to the F sharp, and I'm going to strike hammer off the G like this. So now remember, this is a scale, right? It's going from G to F sharp to E to D to C to B to A. And as soon as you get to that, you're in the E pentatonic open scale. So that's how I'm going to use it to join the two, right? So now I'm going to hammer them one at a time. I'm going to go from the G to the A hammer like this. Then I move down 1 fret to the F sharp and hammer the G. You know, and now I'm going to move down 2 frets to the E and hammer the F sharp. Move another 2 frets down to the D and hammer the E. Move another 2 frets down, and I'm on the C now, and I'm going to hammer the D. Move 1 fret down to the B and hammer the C. Move another 2 frets down to the A, hammer the B. And now I'm in. I can slur them, I can slide them. Isn't that cool? So I just use that scale to join my two positions, right? Here we go. So I'm basically just having fun with that scale. Once you get onto that, you can, once you get the notes down where your finger positions are, you'll notice I'm always leading, in this particular move, I usually lead with my first finger, and then just use my third or second finger, depending on how far I have to reach to get the hammer on. Now, a hammer on is when you pick the string behind it, and then you hit your string good and hard by hammering down with your other finger, right? Either the second or third finger, depending on what one you're going to need to use, right? And then you pull off. Pull off just by pulling off on the string and ringing it. So I'm only doing one pick per 3 notes. So you want to strike the string good and hard. There you go. That should keep you out of trouble for now. And now that you've got this down and you want to make your Voodoo Child version better, you can click on a link, maybe there, maybe there. Anyways, you can click on the link for your next lesson based on Voodoo Child, Jimi Hendrix. All right. Have a good one. See you later.